Hey, what's going on, social media family? I have a very good prophetic word that I want to share with you. Hopefully, it will encourage you, but also it will really challenge you to make sure that you are in position with God to be ready to handle the season that we are already in, because it's going to be a good season. Recently I had a prophetic word that was, you must build in this season. Like, you must build in this season, but it's not going to be easy. It kind of goes along with that word. But recently, when we were in a time of prayer, the Lord spoke to me. I just was praying, and the Lord spoke this. He said, "The tide is turning." And I said, okay, the tide is turning. I got it. And then I kept praying, and the Lord said, the tide is turning. It's not going to turn. It has already started. And I was like, whoa, okay, so things are already put in place. They're moving. I feel like the Lord said, and there's a lot of people that are not in position, but they can get into position. Okay? Like, you ever seen like a boat when it's on the dock, and like a lone dock, and it's getting ready to kind of take off, and it starts moving. It's already moving, but you can still run and catch up, Well, that's kind of the moment that I really feel that we're in. And there is a tide that is turning. And you can go back 3 years ago, I was at a conference, and Chuck Pierce said there's a 20-year shift from the normal church we're in to the kingdom church that's coming. And it's a 20-year shift. Well, since he released that, we're about year number 3, and I see it so fast. I see our world is changing. I see so much corruption in the world. But I see the hand of God starting to move, and I see that there is a shift that is happening. I see that the tide is turning. Over the last, I'm going to say, 3-4 weeks, I probably had 5 people give me the prophetic word over my wife and I and our family, and even our church and some of our businesses, that we're in the midst of a shift, which is just like the turning of a tide. There is a shift. And they would say that it's the same thing. It was so unique. They would say, it's not coming. It is here, like you're in it. And about a week ago, I told my wife, I said, I feel the movement of the tide turning, the shift. I feel it all just already taking place. We're in the midst of it. And in the mornings when I get in my early morning prayer, it's like I feel the moving forward and advancement of the Holy Spirit. Okay? Let me read you some scriptures. I love putting scriptures on everything. Psalms 118, 15, 16. I was right on the cliff's edge, ready to fall, when God grabbed and held my hand. God's my strength. He's also my song, and now He is my salvation. Hear the shouts, hear the triumphant songs in the camp of the saved. The hand of God is turning the tide. The hand of God has turned the tide. The hand of God is raised in victory. The hand of God has turned the tide. That's powerful. Psalms 56, 9 and 11. The very day I called from help, the tide of battle turns. Okay? The tide of battle turns. It did not say the completion of the battle was won that day. It said the tide that day was turning. Okay? Big difference. My enemy flees. This one thing I know, God is for me. I am trusting God. Oh, praise His promises. I am not afraid of anything mere man can do to me. Yes, praise His promises. Okay? Zechariah 9, we'll go to verse 11. As for you also, because of the blood of your covenant, I will set your prisoners free from the waterless pit. Return to the stronghold, you prisoners of hope. Even today I declare that I will restore double to you. The tide is turning. We are in a shift. Now, I'm in America, and so there is a tide. I can feel it. It is turning in America. I've got friends from other nations that are messaging me that there is a shift happening. They can feel it. 3 years ago I prophesied, and a lot of other people prophesied this, that mass exposures were coming, for exposures of evil were going to happen so God could do what he needs to do. There's been a lot of phenomenal words on this. And so I want to encourage you today. Dry your tears. Get yourself focused. Position yourself with the Lord and understand that the tide is currently turning, and we are about to move into the things that God has for us. It is a very, very good season, okay? I hope this helped. Love you guys. Have a blessed day.